What's up guys, this is my first YouTube video. I've been playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege lately and I want to get stuck into making some videos on how to play the operators. I'll also do tips and tricks videos on how to use the cameras and drones and all that fun stuff. I also go through some tactics. If you like the video, just leave a like and subscribe, even comment. I'll be pretty active in the comment section to begin with, so yeah, I hope you enjoy it and let's do this. So Mute's primary weapon is the MP5K submachine gun. It's the one I suggest using, not the shotgun, the M590A1 or whatever it's called. It's a pump action shotgun. It's not as good as this. This has single burst and automatic fire for close, medium and long range shooting. Easy to get headshots with, and you can take out multiple enemies quickly, just like a shotgun, I guess, like any gun. But yeah, it's really great. Here's some stats. It has great fire rate, 800, second highest in its class. It has good mobility because it's a submachine gun, and it also has low recoil. Apart from being my favourite weapon in the game, the MP5 also makes it super easy to take out multiple enemies with headshots. As you can see here, I'll take out a couple of people to finish the round. 24 health after the first engagement. It's just ridiculous how accurate it is, and the recoil is so low, especially with that barrel compensator and red dot sight attachment. Mute's other weapon, primary weapon, is the M590A1 shotgun. I don't really recommend using this gun unless you're camping in a room with your mate and you're playing around with locking down the room, only with the castle as well, because he has a great shotgun as well. You can create a corner using Mute's jammers and reinforced walls and then just camp in it behind your shields with your shotguns. But other than that, I don't recommend using the shotgun unless you plan on camping behind the shield. Gay! Okay, so Mute only has one secondary, and it's the PP2265 mark something P22, I don't know what it's called and I don't really care, but you have to use it and it's pretty good. So his last piece of equipment that I highly recommend using is overpowered as fuck, kind of like Jesus, and it's the Nitro Cell, and it's awesome, so just get on it. Mute's unique piece of equipment is jammers. They're also known as signal disruptors, and they're used to jam drones, breach charges, thermite and fuse. I recommend using them on reinforced walls to jam the thermite and fuse and the breach charges, but I don't really recommend doing this and sitting them under doors because they can be shot easily and drones aren't really all that important. So here you can see when you place them on the ground, the red ring represents the area that the jammer controls, so anything placed within that area will be jammed. I recommend using the jammers with reinforced walls and castle windows, not doors, because under doors the jammer can be shot easily, as I said before. However, the jammers do effectively jam drones a lot, and a lot of people use it for that. I don't really, but if you're into that and you hate your drones, then I recommend doing that. Okay, so I don't suggest using jammers on walls like the one to my right here, the big white one that I'm setting up jammers at now, because I've already set up my jammers. But yeah, I wouldn't suggest setting them up there, because what you want to do with jammers is create a corner of reinforced walls that have jammers on them, so there's no way enemies can get in there, unless of course you see a Thatcher's EMP grenade come in and take out the jammers. That corner will be really safe. Like right here, this is a safe corner that I'm in. And yeah, you can use those corners to camp and lock down the room and defend against the enemy. Okay, so now I'm going to run through some tactics you can use when playing against Mute to counter him and his jammers. So Sledge is your first option. He can break through walls without using electronics. He just uses his big ass hammer and smashes straight through there. He can smash through a lot of walls in a short period of time, as you can see here, so he's very effective against Mute. You can also use Ash. Here I use a breach charge, but this is just an example. She also has the grenade launcher, which you saw just then, and she can breach multiple areas at once. So if you use Ash in conjunction with a Thatcher, take out the jammers, Ash can break through the walls, and as you see here, take out the enemies pretty easily because they don't even know what's going on. There's too many holes in the walls. They are completely lost. I get 2 headshots and win the round. So if they had a castle and a Mute, that would not have happened. But coming up, you'll see here, there is a castle and Mute combo that we use. We lock down the room and create a really strong fortified room. It's super effective, but again, if they had a Thatcher, or basically just a Thatcher would do, or a Twitch, but a Twitch isn't really as effective as Thatcher when it comes to taking out jammers. The Thatcher can throw a grenade in. The EMP grenades are super effective, man. They have a huge radius, so they can take out a lot of jammers at once. You just throw one of them in, get a thermite on the reinforced walls, and you bust straight in there. Or here, you can see the castle armor paneled window that I'm looking at right now. It can be broken down by ash or sledge, which is also a super effective way of getting into the room. Probably more so than trying to Thatcher and then thermite your way in, but that's always scary, seeing thermite set up that charge and it buzzes its way through. That's one leave them shaking in their boots. But so what you want to do is just pick your team according to what you think your enemy's going to play with, and then make your decisions based on how they've set up their defenses, if they're roaming or not, etc, etc. Here you can see me playing as Mute, setting up my jammers on top of stairs, which I don't really recommend doing when you're playing as him, but it does get the drones out of the game in the early preparation phase. So playing against that, what you do is you just don't. I wouldn't suggest trying to get around them, because if your drone gets jammed, then they'll just shoot your drone and it's gone. Just park your drone up, wait for the round to start, try to shoot those jammers if you can safely from a window or something, go away, hide, and then use your drone again to find the objective if you haven't already, or spot them, check for roamers, etc. And yeah, just make sure you figure stuff out before you try to get into a room or building without knowing where anything is, because Mute has jammed your drones and you haven't located anything. So knowledge is sort of key in the preparation phase. That's the whole point of it. You get prepared and then you can go in and win. So as far as your team compilation goes, I would use when you're playing as Mute, I would have Mute, Castle, Bandit, and Jaeger, maybe, if you wanted to. But yeah, it's really up to you. You want at least a Mute and a Castle and a Bandit. That way you can reinforce the walls and then, well, double reinforce them in a way by using jammers and Bandit's electrical generator things. As for attackers playing against Mute and a Castle Mute Jaeger combo where they lock down the room and just camp in the room or really fortify the room, I would suggest Thatcher, Thermite, Sledge, and or Ash, depending on who you're comfortable with and how your teammates are with those operators, if they own them firstly, and if they're any good with them. I suggest Thatcher for his EMP grenades, Thermite so then he can use his Thermite on the reinforced walls and break through after Thatcher takes out the jammers. And then Ash or Sledge is just handy to get in without using electrical devices. They can bust down the doors, the windows, some of the unbreakable walls, the breakable walls, which I guess you could just shoot through. But yeah, that's basically all I got on how to play Mute. He's my favourite operator by far, and he's really fun to play with. I highly suggest using him in his MP5K. He has good speed and armor. I think he has 2 bars of each out of 3, so he's like pretty all round. He's great for roaming, that's for sure, with the MP5K, because as I said before, it's accurate and whatnot, and he has great mobility. So yeah, try locking down the room with the jammers and then roaming. I guarantee you'll be successful. Use those cameras. And yeah, this is my first video. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. See you later.